Yo, welcome in, people. You guys can see the score line 3-0 to the Arsenal. Hold on. That's what we like to see. That's a performance I want to see my team do, man. I've been waiting this whole entire season for my team to actually play real football intensity, attack after attack after attack. This is the Arsenal we want to see, bro. I don't know. I have no clue why it took us so long to play like this, especially in home games, because we should have been clapping so many teams just like we clapped for them today in that first half, especially. Now, the second half obviously went a little bit down here. We did have a few chances here and there that probably we should have finished at least one or two of them, but nonetheless, the quality in the second half in the attack, obviously Saka got subbed off. Gyökeres eventually got subbed off after he missed that one chance for him to get that hat trick. Almost he got that hat trick. But today, Victor Gyökeres, Victor Gyökeres, I'm already talking a little bit too fast, so my bad. Victor Gyökeres, 2 goals, assist, Saka, goal, assist, Trossard, assist. It was a wonderful first half to watch. Now, one thing I'm a little bit confused about is Eze. I don't know. Did I miss something? Because I feel like Eze played very well, but when I'm looking at the stats or the game rating on Footmob, he said he got a 6.5 rating, meaning Eze got the lowest rating in the starting 11. I'm a little bit surprised by that because I feel like he played well. Now, he didn't score or assist, but I mean, you don't have to score an assist for you to be considered as you had a good match. Anyway, guys, let me start from the top. From the top. Saka today was actually amazing. The way he played, the 1-2s with Ben White. Ben White was a little bit shaky sometimes, but nonetheless, Saka today actually performed. He did get subbed off. He did get subbed off. I don't know if it's an injury or just a precaution for the Atletico Madrid game because obviously we saw Gyökeres also just get a few minutes in the second half and then getting subbed off as well. Declan Rice also getting subbed off. So there's a lot of players that obviously I know we're resting. We needed that victory because I was actually looking at the players that started today for Atletico Madrid, and I noticed they're rested pretty much all their players. Pretty much. Because obviously Atletico Madrid don't really have anything to play for in the league. They've already in the Champions League for next season, and they're not gonna win the league anyway. So they don't really have much to play in the league, and they won that game anyway. But going back to the Arsenal match, David Raya today, good performance, made a couple of saves here and there. Actually, didn't even make any saves really. It was just like balls into the boxes that I don't think Raya was really troubled all that much. I mean, he actually did make one or two saves, but Fulham wasn't really, up to their best performance. Let's just say that. But good performance by David Raya. Ben White, let me just speak a little bit. Played like 83 minutes from the first, I guess, 30 minutes of the match. He actually did play well, but then I did notice he started like stumbling around here and there. He looked like he was getting a little bit tired from running back and forth, but that was the intensity that we needed in that first half. So I can understand why Ben White was getting tired, and his legs were a little bit jittery here and there. But it is what it is. He did well today. Saliba outstanding again for the most part. I still just hate a little bit when he tries to dribble from the back and then loses the ball, which I don't like. Like at some point, that you gotta find your man quicker, on Saliba. But for the most part, brilliant performance by Saliba. Gabriel today, also very good performance. I think it's between him and Calafiori at the back, or who had the best performance. But Gabriel, again, clean sheet, played well. Please give this performance against Atletico Madrid as well. We are going to be at home at Atletico Madrid, so hopefully the fans are going to be there supporting the team to go into the final. I hope and pray. Come on. And then Calafiori, man, he's everywhere. Calafiori, but every time I watch this guy play, I see this guy right wing. I see this guy as striker. I see this game as a left wing. I'm like, bro, where do you play? Do you even want to play left back? Do you even want to defend, bro? But today he defended. He pulled players up onto the field, making runs in behind. Like sometimes I really love. I mean, when Calafiori does that, obviously he can't do that every game because some games, like for example, if we were to play PSG in a final, like you don't want him to be bombing up forward too much. He can do it one or two, maybe three times, but you don't want Calafiori to be all over the field, leaving like the PSG wingers or Lise, for example, if you play Bayern, to be wide open. So brilliant performance. Actually, I think in the final, I think Hincapi will probably play over Calafiori just to shore up the defense. But if we need Calafiori maybe in the second half or some extra time or something, then I could see that. Moving on to Declan Rice, good performance again today. He didn't have his usual partner in what's his name, Zubimendi. Zubimendi was on the bench today, which I don't mind at all. I do not mind seeing Zubimendi on the bench. He needs a rest. Both Rice and Zubimendi actually need a rest. So obviously you see Rice got, the subbed off. This is what I wanted to see is that why was Zubimendi and Rice playing every game the whole entire season? They're gonna get tired. They're gonna get tired. You need to sub them off that time. Brilliant performance by Rice. Moving on to Lewis Skelly. We finally seen Lewis Skelly in the midfield. Yes, yes, I get it. Sometimes when he tries to, hold the man off, dribble in the midfield, it can, it's dangerous sometimes. It's risky, but that's what you want to see from your DM. Because I think, yeah, he was playing more of a DM than a just straightforward CM. Because he was staying back a little bit more than Rice, I think. If I remember correctly, he was staying back a little bit more than Rice, a little bit. But he was there dictating the midfield, passing it, getting past players. See, that's his strength. That's what we want to see for my Lewis Kelly. That's what we want to see from him. Great performance by him. Obviously, I said Saka, brilliant performance by him as well. Eze, I said earlier, when I was jumping around. Charsard. He actually played the full 90 plus 4 minutes today. I was a little bit surprised by that, but then again, we already made the 5 subs. So, I mean, I was expecting Martinelli to come on because he didn't have a good performance on Wednesday against Atletico Madrid. So I was expecting him to come on, but it was Ben White as the last substitution anyway. But I guess Trossard hasn't really played that much lately, so I guess Trossard is alright to play the full 90 plus minute. So it is what it is. And then Victor Gyökeres, the man of the match today, 2 goals, assists. Could have had himself a hat trick, but I just don't know why he tried to go to his right foot instead of staying on his left and just finishing with his left. That's something that he needs to do on Tuesday against Atletico Madrid. If the ball comes to you on your left, just shoot on your left. Do not try to go to the other side to your stronger foot and what's called the defender like catches up. It's gonna be a game of fun margins against Atletico Madrid. So please, 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 Gyökeres, finish with your left foot. And the substitution that came on, Madueke, he can still improve. He had a few, glimpses here and there, but I don't think he's anywhere near Saka, to be honest with you, in my opinion. Who was Zubimendi came on, did what he needs to do as a DM, defended well. Not too much to talk about. What's it called? What's his name? Max Dowman also came on for Eze, which was my expectation that Eze would come off. I just wish sometimes he's good, had a few chances here and there. I just wish sometimes he just release the ball just a little bit quicker because I notice he likes to dribble and take on the defenders like straight into the middle, like runner defenders. I just wish just release the ball sometimes a little bit quicker, and I think you grow into a beautiful player. Who was Gaby Jesus? Ooh. I think Mascara actually came on. Let me talk about Mascara real quick. Hold on, let me look at something real quick on my phone. Yeah, Mascara came on very late into the game. He did what he had to do, defend, hold on to the clean sheet. But let me talk about Gabby Jesus just a little bit, because this guy, he came on 3 times. He got cut off offside 3 times consecutively. And that is actually like one of the main reasons why we didn't score any goals in the second half, because Gabby Jesus, I think he's just washed. Hopefully, we'll sell him in at the end of the season because he's been here long enough for him to be more consistent. He's been at the top level for him to just degrade like he has. It's unfortunate, but I think it's time for Gabby Jesus to go. He didn't really do anything in the second half. He was offsides like most of the time, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is, guys. Arsenal get the win, 3 points in the bag. Hopefully, we can win this league. We have a +4 goal difference. Manchester City have 2 games in hand. They do have to play Everton, as I said earlier in the video. But anyway, guys, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below what you guys thought about the match. And I'll see you guys on the next